Beautiful done. Approval. Oh, what is...
I don't know, I missed it. And the good thing is I can just re-watch it. I'm like, what did Lucas do? And then I can just watch. I'm like, you've got a couple of second delay in case you miss any funnies.
You make a lot of funny faces, Doug.
How does people fucking come across this? I don't get it. They type in video game shit and like pops up with ours, and they're like, "This is not bad."
They probably try and be like...
They type in two real handsome...
This isn't a crowbar.
Two real handsomes and a scruffy bloke.
You decide which is which. Choose your own podcast adventure. What is Doug going to do next? Find out on next week's episode of The Trusty Crowbar.
We need the Dragon Ball Z guy just because of the pacing that Dragon Ball Z is, where it's sort of...
What you mean, like
the voiceover guy for their...
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were talking about like Goku just to like stretch this podcast.
Just going like, dude, we're trying to fucking talk.
Well done, finally reviewing this game. Like, why not? Next time,
will Doug get some research, or will he purposely choose not to research something?
Yeah.
Does Doug figure out the word he was trying to say? Then it cuts to like that scene, you going, you go,
Yeah. You know what I'm fucking trying to say, Lucas? Like,
will Reese piss Doug off even more?
Yes.
And then it's like,
how much more weight can Lucas put on?
That's just depressing.
Funny though.
Doug, you're like fucking squished up against that wall because I'm just like.
To what extreme are you guys going for this? Fucking hell!
I'm more feeling the funny. What was on Harry Potter where like your button pops off and knocks me out of that.
He's gonna cry when he gets home tonight.
He should.
After he stops at Macca's. Shit. Alright, I think it's about...
It's time.
It's time to do this.
Wow.
110.
Wow.
112.
Oh, 112.
Here's Johnny.
Wow.
For a while there, I was like, knew where we're up to. That's just
No, for the past 4 weeks you've said 110. Seriously.
So I'm keeping a mental note. It stopped at 1-9.
We also forgot something for this week's episode.
A guest?
No, our box of roses.
Oh.
It's just fucking squeeze
It's a box of roses. There they are.
Smells like it.
Smells like a box of roses.
Yeah, true. Because we've never had roses on our podcast. That's fine. It's all good. Let's do a podcast.
This is the Trusty Crowbar. I'm Lucas Winningslow.
I'm Reese Whittingslow. And we have...
Back for another episode.
He's our 112th episode, to be exact.
He's wearing new clothes.
And he's got a tie.
His hair has extended in length.
And we're not letting him talk because we don't care about him. It's Douglas Bride.
Douglas Bride.
Didn't get to say his name. And Pam.
Throwback Thursday is a carrot.
To anyone... What? To anyone that doesn't
That was
know...
your best intro ever, Luke.
Pam is our old guest, this old woman that used to be on the podcast before we had a video podcast. So
That's right. She was
She
a
used to
mule.
work at Target until
Yep.
she was let go.
Let go. Poor Pam.
She let go of the side.
of her breast. What? Come on.
She's like, why was she holding them up? They were the target.
Instead of a bra, all natural. Hold them in spot.
Oh, Pam. Well, that's probably why Pam got fired, because it was just probably socially inappropriate.
To be naked.
And she wasn't really that efficient at working because her hands were all like... she was trying to
Can you restock the shelves over there?
And she's trying to type with her elbow. She's like,
Imagine just having your elbows.
Why does
and
Pam
trying
have to
do
make
things.
noises every time she makes an action? Pam, can you walk over there? Pam, can you just, like, shut the fuck up? That's her breathing.
You're
Over
like,
here.
like,
Poor
so
Pam.
man, what was your weekend like? You know, like.
Why did you fucking get a job at Target in the first place? You can't fucking talk.
She slept her way in.
Slept her way in.
Yeah, she fell asleep.
Maybe they thought she was like trying to show off and be like,
No, she fell asleep at Target one day and then woke up and they thought she worked there. They
Like,
thought she
oh,
was the
sweet,
manager
new girl.
because she was there before.
and she's old too, so okay, she's worked hard.
So I thought we had the best intro ever, and then it deteriorated into the worst.
Pam became a Nintendo character.
Yeah, what?
No, the
Yeah.
me.
Oh, yeah. A rare character.
Yeah.
A rare character. Oh, yeah, it makes sense. Well, the news for this week. So we got E3
On
coming
December
up.
12th.
December 12th.
We'll trick all the
Did
listeners.
you say 12th? 12th?
12th.
12.
12th.
The 12. What is 12?
12th.
12.
12th.
12 to...
No, not 12.
Games!
Alright. Let's get back.
Alright, so
Okay.
recently they just got
Fallout.
announced, yes, it was Fallout 4. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, we talked about it.
We talked about it
And
years ago.
The great thing about it, like, I'm in the middle of playing The Witcher 3, and, like, it's gotten so much better than first off playing. Like, it is fucking one of the best games, like, I've played in a long time. And then all of a sudden, Fallout 4 gets announced, and not just, like, a straight up, just, hey, Fallout 4 is going to come out in the near future. Here's a little teaser of, like, the friggin'...
Hold up, you said it wasn't a teaser. It's not a teaser.
That's what I said.
No.
I said... That's
Oh,
what
you
I just
thought
said.
it was...
No,
going-
no,
oh.
no,
Thought
no,
it would,
no.
yeah. Thought it would be a little
He said
teaser.
it wasn't.
But-
Listen. Don't jump on this throat.
Games!
Yeah, go.
But yeah, instead of just like a little basic teaser, which would like
They took the
war.
Call of Duty idea and put a dog in it.
And it was the same
That's
dog
the
as well.
dogs.
It is the dog from Call of Duty.
No, the dog was
It
in Fallout
survived.
3 as well.
Yeah, I know,
didn't it?
dog
Yeah.
meat. Well, they don't know if it is dog meat, but everyone's kind of saying it's dog meat, apparently. But
I'm hoping.
do you know what's really, really good about this? And this is the thing that I love about games.
Video
You can
games?
shoot
Is
the
that
dog.
the character has a voice. So,
What was that?
It was a
whoa!
little bug and all that.
You were like, princess.
Fabulous.
Yeah. Hi, sailor.
It's got a voice.
The character at the end
you
of
get
the
to pick your
trailer.
voice. It's like just generic man, hi, or sailor, hi.
I'm off to save the world.
Come on, puppy.
It's fucking Boston. It's hardly the world. The world's ruined already.
Oh, I've never been to Boston before. Oh,
This place is gross.
Look at my pistol.
I'm using VATS, everyone.
Oh, fucking hell. What has this podcast become?
Where can I get some stim packs?
You can say anything in that voice. You literally...
We're not
Oh,
even
here
like
comes,
spiders.
Here comes a
then-
mysterious stranger.
And now do it with the Boston accent.
No, that's what I
Boston.
Joyzy, that's all I know.
Jersey.
I'm from Boston. No idea.
Jersey. There you go, Jersey. Jersey.
What is Boston?
Hey,
Joy-
boys. Do you guys want some... Oh, fuck. I can't do it.
Where was that
That's more
going?
English than anything. Would you like some jam there, laddie?
Hey,
Butterscotch.
Hold on.
What? Let's talk
Just
about
one
Fallout.
it's Fallout.
Shoot.
All
All
right,
right,
yeah,
Fallout, yeah.
and it
So the
wasn't-
character has a voice at the end of the trailer, which he goes, I think he says to the dog, come on, buddy, or something like that. Which...
That doesn't mean anything about
Yeah,
the game.
I know, but that doesn't matter. That might mean that the character, there's actually like half the the majority of the reason why I like The Witcher is because you're playing an
Okay,
open
yeah.
set world.
Yeah. But
If
you
that
do...
makes sense.
Maybe it will be full voice acted for your character and stuff. You know how, like, there's dialogue trees and stuff.
Yeah.
It would be hilarious if there was, like, a D option on everything, which was, come on, buddy, and that's all you say to people. Come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy. Did it work?
Just like someone says something so annoying. You're like, go, buddy, we go. It's not like we go. We're out of here. We're not even finishing this conversation. Like this conversation right now. Come on, buddy.
We can try it. We'll see it out. You be a...
Whoa,
you be a
come on,
shop-
buddy.
you be a shopkeep, all right? So, like...
Out of all the people you can talk to in the world of Fallout, there's super mutants, there's
All right.
bloody
You're a
the
super mutant. You're a
ghouls.
super mutant
Hi,
shop...
welcome to the...
That's not a very super mutant voice.
No, I'm being a shopkeeper. Hi,
Oh, you're a super mutant. All right.
Oh, you've given
Hi,
up
I'm
on that.
Gary.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Gary.
Shut up!
Shopkeeper.
I'm American.
Come on, buddy.
No!
Come on, buddy.
I'm gonna kill you!
And then your head explodes.
Because of VATS.
Yeah.
VATS!
Come on, buddy. Okay,
Alright,
I've
so
lost my voice.
it's obviously a vault that's got a different door than the other vaults
Vault
as well.
111.
Vault 111.
111.
And the door opens up from the bottom. From the top, instead of on the side. So that's pretty cool.
It rises. So
Yep.
if you called yourself the Dark Knight,
Now, it's got some flashbacks and stuff to pre-war stuff, which is kind of cool. So I think
I
it'd
like
be...
the way that was
yeah,
done.
I reckon it'll be... Like, you'll probably get to play.
that's what I'm
Pre-war
hoping.
stuff.
It would be awesome to be able to do that. Imagine if, like, you could manipulate where things explode and stuff, like in the pre-war. Like,
But, like, sometimes it might... I hope that they don't do it like your character went into the vault and came out of the vault in a short period of time. I don't think that'd be possible because in Fallout 3...
I was going to say, what's the time period that everyone was in the vault in the game?
It would have to...
feels
It would,
like it's hundreds of years, but
no, I don't think it's hundreds of years.
I think people have gone through generations, haven't they?
Really?
In Fallout? Because
Well, I
you
guess it's
remember
gotta
in
be
Fallout
enough.
3, you were born in the vault,
Yeah,
you
you were
grew
born-
up in the
yeah,
vault, and
yeah.
then you left.
When you were, what, how old were you? 18, 19, probably, I think?
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
they tell you the age as well, but can't remember.
No. So,
But I guess it's got to be long enough for whatever nuclear Fallout would be.
Nuclear. It's pronounced nuclear.
okay, maybe it is like...
So I don't know how long that is.
Well, that's what... You can walk around Chernobyl right now. You can still be affected by some radiation, but some parts are okay.
And what's that been? Like,
What is it? When was...
That was in the
Chernobyl.
70s.
Was it?
I was going to say 50.
No, it was 86. It was the year of my birth.
So that's
Have
how
you seen all the,
what happened.
lots of different, like the photographers and stuff that go through? That's super creepy. It's
Okay.
great.
Because all the stuff that you see deteriorated in Chernobyl has nothing to do with the radiation. It's just literally like weather
I just mean
deterioration.
having an empty town is crazy.
Yeah, but it looks worse when like there's broken windows and
It looks
everything's
even
rusty.
worse
and-
when there's a theme park. That's more creepy.
And then that game was in a game. That game was in a game? That was in a game.
Stalker.
Stalker.
Oh,
yeah.
apparently
It was
the
in one of the Call of Duties. Don't you-
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's right. It was in another
That was an
Call of
awesome
Duty.
level. Very good
It was
level.
real
They were the
hard.
best Call of
I
Duties.
died a fair bit in that bit.
Did you?
Did you?
That where you near the...
I don't know how I managed to shoot the guy's arm off, because fuck me, I shot way off target and I still hit him.
Oh, I was perfect aim to his head. Still got his arm.
Yep.
Frustrates me.
Can't remember.
Maybe it was meant to be. Yeah, Fallout.
Fallout 4.
Like, I've been waiting for this game for ages.
What's your
It was
speculation, Reese, from watching the trailer? What are you feeling? Not just hopes-wise, but what do you think little snippets they show? What do you think the trailer means?
I thought...
gameplay-wise.
I thought... Graphically, it was probably going to look a bit better than what it does.
Same.
Like, it still looks
Yeah.
nice.
No, I
It
didn't
looks
think
nice,
that.
but it still doesn't look... Like, you look at Wolfenstein and you look at, like,
Do you
Evil
think it's
Within and all
hard
that
because
stuff.
it's a dark aesthetic of the game?
But this isn't that dark of an aesthetic of a game anymore. You look at all the other Fallouts; they're all like Fallout 3 is a green color palette. Fallout New Vegas is kind of like a yellow color palette for the whole game. This is probably the first Fallout out of all of them by Bethesda that they've actually made it colourful. Like they've actually
Maybe it
made
means the
a
game's going to
colourful
be
world.
huge.
That's what I'm thinking.
But I still thought it was sharp. I'd have to go back and
They've
look at-
released 4K resolution shots of the game. Like that you can go in and have a look.
I think I'd have to see
what,
it beside Fallout 3 to appreciate it.
Yeah, I think what you guys more said, like, I think the scenery looks really good.
Yeah,
and I think it can.
the world does look good.
Yeah, but no, I'm agreeing exactly with what you guys are saying. Is like the actual character, the main character, looked like he was the first thing designed 6 years ago, and they've kept to that same
Yeah, just
design.
very like Woody.
Yeah, it was like it
Smooth.
reminded me of when I watched King Kong. I don't know, this is a throwback to way back then, and like
Throwback to way back.
they when they actually made the King Kong movie, they had designed these the Brachiosaurus giant things and stuff way back like 5 years before, and they just reused those models instead of redoing them and making them a lot better, and they looked a lot smoother and less realistic as everything else in that movie because they were made. So that's what it reminded. Anyway, I could be completely wrong with all of that, but like
Yeah.
that was just what I thought.
But
Yeah.
then would you just, I guess, some graphic fidelity, just take that if it was just perfect 60 frames on everything?
Yeah, that'd be
Like, then
amazing.
it wouldn't matter.
Well, here's the thing: like they haven't shown anything up because it's kind of good that they didn't show anything for such a long time. This game's been in development for ages. Everyone's had a hint that it's been in development, but they haven't like physically said this game has been in development for the sole fact that they, I think, didn't want people to be like, when's this game coming out, and get angry about it, because
And that's-
there's all been like this weird sneaky shit that's going on. The guy from Hellboy, he's going to be one of the voices in it.
And he tweeted, he's like, this is one of the hardest kept secrets I've ever had to do.
Yeah,
He must have done it like years ago.
Mad Dog, who is the guy from what is it? Something Radio.
the radio.
Three Dog. Radio.
Yeah, Three Dog. That's it, not Mad Dog. Three Dog. He is like in it again, and he kind of like let a little bit slip when that first. Like when he
there could
announced
be
it.
some more Three Dog.
Yeah. And then he probably got in a bit of trouble.
That's awesome,
but-
though, that at least it just gets to here and you're like, bang, there'll be something not that far away.
Yeah, but
So hopefully
they
it is coming
didn't
out
put
this year.
any release date on the trailer at all, and I like that because I think what's happening with this generation is we're seeing a lot of games either get released on the date that they say and they're broken, or get pushed back by a month and then 2 months and then 3 months, and people start getting a bit annoyed. So I like that there's no confirmed date until it's closer to it actually comes out.
I think that
And you're like,
they
game came out yesterday.
no, I think they wanted people to have hype for their E3 show, and they'll say the date at E3.
Yeah,
Actually,
and
game
it's out next week.
What?
Because
It's
it's funny,
gold.
at work this week, like, which was only 2 days, 3 days since it got announced.
Pre-order?
All right, we got copies of Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas in.
Really?
Yeah, like new,
As in
new
two-
copies
two
on
coincidental.
PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Very coincidental.
Well,
It's
Steam's
like-
just done a Fallout sale as well.
yeah. Well,
But
that's
a bit easier
that's
for
easier
them
to
to
yeah.
react to it.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, but it was to actually manufacture and produce
I was
games.
going to say, why are they even around?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, there still would be, but you wouldn't think there'd be bulk.
I wouldn't think
quantity.
they'd be ready to go like the week that it got
And then
announced.
in the Australian market, in a store that has, 160 stores, and all of a sudden there's
Fallout
stock.
everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that was an interesting little
Sneaky
tidbit.
time.
Yeah, so you'd wonder how long ago then the publisher was like, hey, by the way,
We're
take
announcing
this
this.
into
Yeah.
retail. Like, as in they
Yeah.
must have suddenly pushed it on the retailers.
Yeah, and said, yeah, this is happening. So, yeah, I'm pretty stoked. for
Wasn't this
game.
trailer leaked a bit early as well?
Yeah, they had another like 12 hours to go, and then I read that they released it like 5 hours or something before.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Doesn't there seem to be... And,
I don't think it was leaked. I think they were just like, click a button. And
There was
Guys.
pictures and stuff that came up, and there were stills of things that popped up when
Okay.
I was on Reddit, and they're like, this is what I've seen, this. I don't know if they actually had
I think
video.
other sites breaking embargo that
Yeah.
had stories.
Yeah,
But it's
probably.
great because Deus Ex had the same thing. It sort of seems so commonplace. You wonder how much of that is real or they just float.
Yep.
Oh, let's pretend this happened by accident.
Yeah, oops.
So back on the graphical side of it, like I don't think there is going to be a game that is going to really amaze us much anymore.
What do you
Like-
mean? The Witcher amazed the shit out of me.
Not me. Like I played it.
No, I get what you
was
mean.
like,
Lucas, you told me on the phone last night you had sex with the character.
yeah,
And you were
that
excited
was
about
fun.
that.
That was fun. All right.
Square X X X X X 0.
No. What you've been doing is X. Cheeky.
Oh.
Yeah. Didn't you get you? Yeah, but like I wasn't super amazed. I was like playing it on the PS4. I was like, yeah, it looks nice, but it's just a
Something-
much more detailed world. And like I really liked the game, but I wasn't amazed by the graphic capabilities and stuff of it. And that's where Fallout sort of sits with me as well. It's like, yeah, I'll play the game, and it's going to look nice, and like it
And
might
probably
look
really
better than
technically impressive that they've built this massive world and as interactive
Yeah.
as it is, but it's probably more that way. Gameplay experience, full voice acting,
Yeah.
all the rest of that versus something that just blows your socks off because of the graphics.
I would be happier to have less graphics and more of like that
Because
sort of content. And
I
stuff.
think they could have more like pre-rendered and crazy, like really close to CG of movie stuff, but it would be in really closed format games. And would you want to go back to like old school sort of Silent Hill, Resident Evil. Here's your set scene that you've walked onto that looks amazing, but nothing is interactive.
Yeah, because this game's going to be a lot more interactive than The Witcher. Like,
Oh, you reckon?
yeah, I'm going to be able to kill anyone in any town.
Yeah.
The Witcher frustrates me when you're just like, yeah, yeah, and there's a lot more like. Every door will have its own lock, which you can unlock, and this,
It's just going to be another Fallout.
Yeah, but think of like Skyrim. Like, you go to a town, every door you can go into, everyone has a house they live at. Whereas in The Witcher, I feel like it's full of people, but I don't think this person lives there and does that, and they're going to do it every night and this and that.
That's the thing. Like, I prefer playing The Witcher over Skyrim.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Because I'm a sucker for stories. Like, I prefer story games, and then Skyrim has a story, but
no, I
make
agree
my
with
own
you in a
story,
sense
and then
that-
I get lazy, and then
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just going from here to here just to do some silly thing instead of doing like a reason for. And there's always a reason why Geralt of Rivia is doing what he's doing.
Yeah. I agree, and like, yes, The Witcher has been probably the most interactive story that you can play in such a large game. The fact that like any little side mission feels relevant to what you're doing, no matter where you are, and decisions you make affect so much in the game.
Versus Elder Scrolls and all, like, most of those feels like you could hit XXXX and skip through conversation and just thing on your map, go to that spot.
Yeah.
And like, I haven't played any Witcher yet, but everything.
That's the thing, because
However,
Skyrim, but because The Witcher's all voice acting and everything, it makes me want to do it.
Yeah.
And
But also, The Witcher is has a very linear storyline of Geralt of Rivia versus your own character who you create, and then you make the decisions which affect the mechanics of the game.
I love picking mage that likes bows.
Yeah, that's me, always.
But I think now I'd probably, and I just need to allocate some time to play it, but I'd probably like what the Witcher setup seems to be.
Yeah.
Yep. Used to think I wanted a Skyrim of that style, but then it's just, too big and open, and then I guess you lose some of what Reese obviously clearly loves.
I think
in
the
voice
quality
acting.
of story you can lose when you're the one who's influencing the world as opposed to you're living in a world
And
of what The Witcher is.
Mass Effect, I always thought had done it pretty well. Like, as in...
Yeah, because you're this character
and
you're...
it's fully voice acted for male or female. It's like, and then there's a default guy, which is cool. This is what we actually, our 3D artists within the story said this is what he's going to look like.
Random.
For her.
Flat face.
Yeah, in your case. And I'd sort of like just having, this is who they envisioned it was going to be, and he's got a cool voice, and that's who he is. And then it can be a really specific, like, I think most stories, just about every bit, you always actually went through the dialogue options and played, like, even side missions, you generally knew why you were doing a thing. And there was lots of backstory even to that versus, any of the Elder Scroll games. I always enjoyed them and sunk time into them, but bit different. Like, people were a lot less, life going on with them.
I haven't felt anywhere in any of the side missions in The Witcher that it's just like a fetch quest.
Yeah.
I felt like, yes, can you go over there and get this? But especially the one with Kira, when she's like, there's some stuff in a caravan which they were taking across the way towards me. I want you to, if you can find out what's going on with it. It wasn't like, this is a quest to do this. It was like, hey, here's a really secondary thing. And she's like, if you got a chance, do you mind looking into it for me as a friend? And so you do that. You go off, you find that the caravan had gone off the road and broken down and stuff like this. But you can look around and literally just grab the thing that you want and go back. Or you can use your the Witcher senses, and find more information out about it. It's got the options that you can expand on the story a bit more, or just do the bare minimum and go back.
But it'd be cool then if Fallout is a little bit more, still obviously open world, but if it was a little bit more linear with the character, with backstory and voice acting and everything, that'd be cool to it'd probably make you more engaged in the world itself.
It's definitely going to be more advanced than all their other games. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's a cool set piece.
Straight away when it comes out, the first thing that I was thinking would be, oh man, the next Elder Scrolls is going to be crazy.
Well, the next Elder Scrolls is out today.
Yeah, no,
yesterday.
No. Let's not talk
I got
about
it. I started downloading it yesterday. 55 gig.
55 gig.
55, yeah.
Isn't it 15 gig update?
40 gig for the game and then a 15 gig update.
I'm confused what you're
Elder
talking
Scrolls
about.
Elder Scrolls Online.
On PS4.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's been out on PC for ages.
I was like, what?
Why'd you
Yeah.
get it?
Oh,
because it's free now.
Do you know what I was just thinking about as you guys, I guess, been reading lots of stuff about graphics cards and everything of late, and just then with what you guys were saying with graphics and when we're going to be blown away. I feel like if there's already now graphics cards starting to come out, yeah, they're $1,000 a throw, but they can play any game at the moment on 4K, and then it's going to be like the level you need to play like any headset and everything, because they're like too higher than full HD screens, so you need like huge amount of bandwidth and how to run it. Doesn't that feel that if it was an 8 to 10 year life cycle for the PS4 and Xbox One, that they're going to be dated by the end,
What?
like the consoles?
They're always dated.
Yeah, but like I feel like I didn't think that there was going to be this sudden change in graphics levels. Like just the idea of going to 4K, which seems to be the really big push with PC gaming now, and even with mobile gaming. And
They're not going to push it as much, is because, like, they will push it and they'll say that 4K options are available, but because consoles are so popular, 4K is going to be an option for some games. It's not going to be like, this is a 4K game, because consoles aren't.
I think that's what I'm saying.
I think consoles, this generation of console, will have a shorter lifespan than last year's console.
That's what I'm getting at. Like
Yeah,
the fact
because
that
last one was what, 10...
8 years.
8 years, yeah. So I reckon it'll probably be maybe
we're already 2.
4 or 5.
2 years in.
Yeah, but like all the headsets and all that old stupid bullshit that's coming out.
It's not stupid bullshit.
Yeah.
It looks
But no,
great.
but this is exactly what I'm saying. So the fact that people are starting to say this is the graphics card you need in the sort of PC, maybe a $2-3 grand PC, whatever. And that's all just current what you could do, and then obviously that'll come down. But where does that leave? Like, I just struggle to see how, like, the PlayStation headset is gonna, like, PlayStation will have the power to do. You know, I wonder if it'll actually become a good thing on PlayStation or not.
Oh, you mean the Morpheus?
Yeah.
If that can... Okay, so when
Yeah,
they...
VR headset
when
stuff.
they developed the PlayStation 4 console, the main designer behind it said that unless we're able to export 122 hertz, okay, so 60 frames for each eye and stuff, or 60 hertz for each eye and stuff.
But the interesting thing that, like I said, I just had seen an interview. I talked about this like a couple months ago. One of the interviews, the guy was saying that there's a separate box that'll come with the Morpheus, and it sounded like it was duplicating frames in that box.
Possibly. It would probably be duplicating the 2 frames to each eye and stuff.
Yeah.
But the console had to be able to do 122 hertz refresh rate out of that. And they said unless it could do that, then we're not shipping the console. Because they had Morpheus planned from way back.
So it'll just be interesting where it all falls, I guess. And then...
falls into my lap when I use it.
Yeah, true. But then, I guess just going to 4K,
Yeah, true. Yeah.
everything will be sharper, but then you're not... It's just going to be the same game, but really
Just everything,
sharp.
yeah. It's just
versus adding extra levels of detail and foliage and
it's going to
Yeah.
be your console, your PC Master Race, and your PC Master Race.
Yeah.
There's going to be an extra PC Master Race when
Yeah,
all the games have a 4K
that's what I mean.
option.
Like, it's going to be...
Well, I think what you're
interesting
saying is
divide.
the consoles are going to seem to hold back
Probably.
a lot of the graphical
Which always
capabilities.
would happen.
Yeah, but like your last consoles when they were up, like think about the lifespan of what first games the PS3 came out, and then like Last of Us was the last one that came out, and how optimized and how amazing that looked.
Last of Us...
Naughty
Last of
Dog, you mean?
No, yep. The other game, Uncharted.
The Nathan Drake collection.
Yep.
Yep, I'm so excited about that.
But you're talking about Last of Us, but still within a year of The Last of Us coming out on PS3, at the most optimized it could be on that console, looked twice as good on the PS4.
I
Straight
don't think it
out
looked twice as good.
Well, 1.3 times as good on the PS4. Still better.
It did look still better because they could make it a lot clearer and put more detail into it. But I still played on PS3 and said, fuck, this is awesome. And then PS4, this is still awesome, but this is really hard because I'm playing on a very hard difficulty.
I'm interested. I haven't seen The Witcher at 4K on the PC.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
maybe
Maybe
we
we should jump on YouTube and see it, guys.
So you need a 4K screen.
Oh, okay.
Other thing
That's extra shit you got to buy. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Sick of spending money.
Hopefully
You don't
it comes
spend money.
out.
I don't like spending money.
You don't spend money.
Exactly, so I'm not going to buy a 4K TV.
Yes. Uncharted, hopefully, and you'd assume it would hit before the next Uncharted.
Yeah.
So I think that's there to tie us over until
So
4 comes out.
that'll be worthwhile purchase. Did you also see? I don't know if you ended up playing the last one, but
Are you going to buy the Uncharted collection?
I think I will.
Yeah, because I want to play them all again.
Because I never played the first one, so that's
very
why
good.
I definitely. I'd heard it was
Good,
Norris
good,
was number
good connection of Sully. Sully?
Yeah, old mate.
Yeah.
Sullivan.
Yeah. Sully.
And
yeah.
did you see turn-based game? Is it Fire Axis? The turn-based squad shooter.
XCOM.
Yeah, new one.
Only on PC.
Yeah.
But I guess that's where, like, it's like
That's
a real-time
interesting.
strategy game comes out. You never expect it to come out on a console. Like StarCraft 2. That's not going to come out on a console. They've tried putting real-time strategy games on consoles. They don't work.
This wasn't
It's not
real-time
real-time strategy. It's not real-time
Yeah,
strategy.
no, I know,
not
but it
real-time
is a
strategy.
turn-based.
Fuck, I
like-
love it. And I loved it on bloody PS3.
Oh, you did play it.
I played it on PS3.
I played it on computer. And
I preferred it on PS3. And then again, like I'd probably like it on PC. But I really, really enjoyed playing it on like the console. It didn't bother me that it was on console.
But interesting, I thought that
they're just sticking with.
Yeah, I don't
PS3.
understand
I thought that
why.
game would have
Like,
done really
I
well.
haven't read what their reasoning is.
I did. Their reasoning was that they can focus their entire team onto the one platform to make the game better,
And
as
they're-
opposed to separating the team to go, you're doing the console port, you're doing the main
Yeah,
game.
give them
And
12
they're a
months.
PC
Give them 12
studio.
months. They'll release it on console anyway. I reckon.
Yeah, maybe.
They apparently the maps are going to be procedurally generated. So every time you play it, like because
So it's
like what
yeah.
we are, we're suckers. If one of our characters dies, we probably reload it.
But I
And
thought
start the mission again.
maybe I misinterpreted it, but I thought, procedurally generated, but I thought it was sort of within a set piece. As in, it's a sort of set level, and it would be like you're playing the same level, but
It'd probably be the same area. There'd probably be
Yeah,
like
that's-
main points, but there
Yeah.
might be cars in different spots and buildings and this and that and that. Like, and that was
adds an element of randomness to
the only randomness on a level of in
XCOM.
XCOM the original was where the characters,
what the guys-
creatures were.
Yeah,
That was it.
which would still change it.
It did change a fair bit. It made me
Which would
die
then-
lots of times and get very grumpy.
Yeah, which would make it crazy dynamic if they're just we're moving, burning buildings, or you can access this way, or it'll be interesting. I kind of enjoyed it, but I sucked at that style game.
Did you?
Liked it, but got so far, got stuck on a level, and then stopped.
Yeah.
If you give them funny names like balls in your mouth, is
You'd
it
love
first
that.
and last name.
Balls in your mouth!
Yeah, that's what I always did. And Geordie, one of my mates, always got grumpy at me because he didn't think I was taking it serious. I was.
With the game.
Yeah.
You cried when
When balls in your mouth died.
balls in your mouth died, yeah.
Yep.
What else has happened since we've been here? Oh, Lego Worlds coming out. There's our other.
Yeah, fill us
huge
in.
one.
You played that.
But Lego Worlds But is a game that should have come out fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Because
Well, we all thought it was
okay,
coming out
if-
when there was another Lego
when
game.
Minecraft
Lego
came
Creator.
out and when Minecraft got popular, I do not understand why Lego just didn't say let's do it right now.
Do you think they were in denial?
Probably the fact that they thought they should have done it because Minecraft is Lego.
I love the I've never read the full article. I pulled a classic Lucas, but they were saying that
Fuck up.
Lego is sort of like in a renaissance at the moment. Like as in they almost went broke not that long ago. Like literally were
Really?
like, not so far.
Until Minecraft came out. And then
No. Well, I wonder if that fell in, but I guess before all the Lego
Marvel stuff and all that.
all the tie-in stuff. So
Oh, you mean Star Wars? That was a while back, man.
yeah, but pre that.
That was
Did
pre
you,
that.
did you
yeah.
know Lego is a company built on a stolen idea?
Yeah,
That's
there
fine,
was
that's fine.
but Lego did it better. Oh no, sorry. Lego marketed it.
Yeah,
better.
exactly.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting, like until that whole when they started Marvel tie-ups and Star Wars
Doctor
tie-ups and
Who and
all the
yeah.
games, and obviously this is the next step. But it's
Well,
like
it was Star Wars the very first ones that they did a
Millennium Falcon and all that.
yeah. That was without that they were going under quite heavily.
Yeah, but it's crazy that they were probably too arrogant that they're like, no, we're having all our own IPs and that's it. And then
Now that's all you can buy is freaking other people's IP stuff, except for pirates and stuff, you know.
But I guess it's funny because it would have been probably digital toys that killed them. Yet kids aren't playing and building crap as much.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, it's sort of...
But now it's
they
more
did all
the adults not buying them.
Yeah, they did all the tie-up toy sets, and then they obviously expanded into the act. Sorry, I keep burping.
That's a burp?
Yeah, it was like half a burp. Yeah,
That's a burp as well.
Boys.
Back on Fallout.
But yeah, then obviously they did all like their digital game crossover stuff that was all licensed as well, and they're starting to try and do their own games too. So it's a funny.
Well, they've got Lego Dimensions and they've got Lego Worlds. So
Lego Worlds is the early access game, which is the closest competitor to Minecraft that they got.
Lego Dimensions is like what? It's
Skylanders. It's the Skylanders competition. So
Okay.
they've got their movie tie-ins, like the Lego Marvel Superheroes, Lego
They will
Lego
put that in
Batman.
Lego Worlds as well,
They got
but-
Lego Jurassic World coming out, and like Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego Hobbit, and all that stuff. They've got Lego Dimensions coming out later this year, which is the one where you got to buy a Lego set, build it, put it on a little thing, and that's what pops up on the screen.
Yeah.
So the direct competition to Skylanders and stuff. It's the toys,
Amiibos and
to
everything.
life and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Lego Worlds is the Minecraft one. So they got so much going, and it's all TT games, which I used to think was Telltale games, but no, it's TT games.
Yeah, that's what I nearly said. And then the Telltale games that come out and all the Lego ones, and my brain just went there for ages as well.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we'll not say as many
who it is.
incorrect things as no.
That's what we normally do.
Yeah.
Speaking of Telltale games, Game of Thrones, the newest episode came
Still
out.
haven't finished episode 1.
Are you serious?
Yeah, serious. Still haven't finished
Have you
episode
played
1.
any of them?
No.
You need to. Like, you enjoyed The Walking Dead
Yep.
drastic,
Loved it. Yep.
like a lot.
I probably got...
Because I
annoyed
told you, play the freaking game after
Don't
so
tell me
long.
what to do. That's what I
Look
said.
at his eyes.
And I'm not.
Smooth
I'm
around the-
recommending that you play
And then,
Game of Thrones.
And I've been telling you
because
to
it
play
shits on Life is Strange.
Life is Strange.
All right. Well, how about this week? I will play the second episode of Life. I'll even play the second and third episode.
Now, I'm just going to implicate you. I buy the games.
I do too.
So
I've got it on
I need to-
PlayStation.
I'll probably buy the season pass at some stage.
Of what game?
I think you should
Game
do
of
it.
Thrones. But
I'm interested
It's like-
to see whether
actually-
you can log in onto someone else's console.
It's like
and
$30.
download the game.
Yep.
I can't play it on console.
Oh, it's on sale.
I love it on console.
It's on sale on the PlayStation Store at the minute. All the Telltale games are.
Get it? No.
do
All
you
the
mean?
Telltale games play them on PC.
Wait, you just said you want to play it on console?
No, I like playing console control. Sorry.
on-
Yeah.
But I play on
Every
PC.
Telltale game, play it on PC because
It is so much better
not
with
broken.
controller too.
It's not broken.
It's not good with controller.
What?
It's
I play it
better-
with controller. It's better with
controller's
controller.
good. Play
Horrible
it
with
with controller
controller.
on PC.
You can't be
use
quick.
the mouse.
Can't
Don't
be quick.
need
What do you mean it can't be quick? You are quick. It's quicker than moving the mouse to which one you want.
Yep.
It's just X, Y, A, B, or 0x square triangle.
Yeah. What you been? When have you been playing an Xbox, Lucas?
Or on the computer, you got to play it on an Xbox controller. So X, Y, A,
That's
B,
what I do.
and it's so much faster. What are your one of your four options? Bang.
One of you.
Yeah. Pick.
Reece,
all right?
I really want the
top
new
one. Why?
Walking Dead to come out as well. That'll be good. Life is Strange. I have been
How many episodes is Life is Strange going to
Three.
have? Oh,
5, but it's up.
I was going to say.
But
I was going to say it's 3
It's
to
at a
5.
mid-season break right now.
They've ramped. Is it really? Probably is.
Someone did the. I
They've
read
ramped up
that it
the-
got to a
mid-season
point where
breaks.
everyone's like, "Oh!"
They've ramped up the storyline, and it's awesome.
Apparently, it's just
Yeah.
gotten better and better and better as it's gone on.
And I found out listening to another podcast. That's how you do your research.
Yeah.
And you just regurgitate that later. But it's a.
I
Remember
noticed we've all
how,
got our arms crossed.
Remember
We're all
how-
It's
gangsters.
cold. It's cold now.
Yeah,
how
it is.
doesn't Kristen have the heater on?
No.
How Will cross about the stupid lip sync. It's a French studio. They're Frenchies.
So their lips are like this all the time.
What are you doing?
Croissant.
But
Au français.
it was interesting listening to
XXXXX.
American studio, like American podcasts talk about it, that they thought like some of the scripting and stuff was real heavy-handed and, over the top stereotype. As an Australian looking at a, whatever style town it's meant to be in America, meant I didn't pick that up.
No.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, okay. But
because you're just like, I'm from Australia. This might be normal in America.
Maybe this is it.
Kids doing kick flips at the stairs.
But the other thing too that they said that, as I thought about it, and how many episodes you played? One
I just
or
played
two?
one, yeah.
Probably more evident in other episodes. Apart from a few key aspects, it could nearly be a game based, like it could be based in the 90s. Like there's a few things that they're like, oh yeah, here's, the 2000s style stuff. There's sort of Facebook references and mobile phone stuff, but for the most part, it's really weird little town that could just be a 90s weird.
So it's like Twin Peaks.
Yeah, that kind of vibe.
Has it got that sort of vibe? That weird, eerie shit's going on?
Yeah.
Are you like just influencing the world, or is like there's like this mystery or something that's happening?
Bit of both. And interesting.
I should play this. I'll probably play this before I play Game of Thrones.
You would love it, for sure.
Seriously, the Game of Thrones game...
Doug's recommendation. It's got the Doug stamp of approval.
And I don't play many games.
You mean it's got the damp...
The damp.
approval.
The damp. Want a damp? Damp it. Damp it, Doug.
Thanks. Definitely.
So you finished Life is Strange. You enjoy that. You should get some time this week and you should get Game of Thrones and play it, because
get around it,
the thing is that what I love about the Game of Thrones game is because they're keeping it with lore of Game of Thrones, and it's helped written by like George R. Martin's bloody secretary or whatever it is.
Just some lady.
Yeah, just
Georgie!
Georgie's wonderful.
Maybe he doesn't even write any of it. Like,
I don't think he actually does write it, but they use the whole lore of it and...
No, not. I'm talking about the books.
Oh, any book. Obviously, because fucking they're not coming out, are they?
Someone that really wrote the books died, and he's
just like, shit!
He's like, my name wasn't even George R. Martin, it was George R. Martin.
Yeah.
And people confused me with him.
Not bad. But the game it adds so much more backstory, and they put characters in it that are in the show now. It's just, and there's events that happen in the game that like are happening.
That's why it all feels
within everything as well.
To me,
why?
Like the idea of that, then like within the realm of the world.
The more consequential things that happen in it are to do with
the characters.
Like when there's real super consequential stuff, it's the characters that you are around. The characters that you see that are from the show, they might give you a task and you see them and you're just like, this bloody prick. But in the TV show, there's one of the characters that's not dead, and he's in this one, and he's like, what's his name? Snow, chopped off, what's his face is Willie.
Oh, yeah.
I know you wouldn't even know, Doug, because you're very slow.
I know that guy.
Yeah, the guy that actually...
Yeah, he made Rick.
The bad guy, Rick.
Yeah, I can't remember what his name was.
Yeah.
I've had a brain fart.
But
he's in the game.
He's
and
like Roose Bolton?
Ramsey
Bolton.
Yeah. Ramsey.
Because he was Ramsey Snow.
He was Ramsey Snow. Yeah, it's Ramsey Bolton.
This is my thought on it versus like Walking Dead. So it's probably going to be like Game of Thrones, which is based off book, show. Now this, it's like it's sort of story going from here to here, and it's like within, I guess, whatever the set piece of everything that's happening. There's back lore that's sort of referenced and heaps of other stuff, but it's sort of based within that time period. The weird thing for me is that then this game exists along beside it, and it's like some of those characters kind of come across. Then no decisions that happen within. It just weirdly exists beside it.
I guess
it's just something that's
you've
just
really
got
to separate the game from the TV show. Like, it's within the same
for
world
me,
as
it
characters.
seems like a waste of time. Like,
because you would prefer to just play as the characters of the world and do the influencing.
No, because
you prefer the game to be called something else.
Probably, like as in it. Just,
I think when you actually play this game, you'll change your mind.
Versus, so this is just haven't played it. So my theory then of Walking Dead. Yeah, I will have to play it and just see. And I guess it could still be enjoyable, but it's just in my head. It's like Walking Dead. Haven't read the comic. but then it's like watch most of the TV show. But it's nothing to do with it. Like for the most part, yeah, they kind of had some pop-up crossover. But for the most part, like I don't know if there is a start to finish of Walking Dead. It's just like the apocalypse.
They're just surviving.
It's just day to day.
I guess because the TV show was a show about survival and the game is a game about survival, whereas you're looking at the Game of Thrones is a TV show about a story which will have a resolution,
and it's quite aggressively progressing, and there's stuff that's happening, and it's just happening. So you're then just something that coexists in that world. It's like such a big...
But that's the thing, you do coexist in the world, but because of the majority of the characters that you're part of the forested family.
It's a complete different story.
They're a family that...
and that's what I mean.
They only reference in the show and in the books. They're not fully explained or anything because it's a whole different family that they can do whatever they want with them.
It may have some influence, like there may be references in the TV show where they say the Foresters did this and it affected this, and in the game you may have the influence to do that.
It's probably just interesting the way the crossover. Where it's just, I think the Walking Dead one just allows it so well
because you feel like
they've just set a world,
yeah.
And there's no, like, the story, like you said, is just the characters.
Yeah.
Like, there's
I guess in the Walking Dead game, you're the main character, whereas in the Game of Thrones game, you're sort of looking at it as like, you're a sub-character in this whole story, the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, what I enjoy about seeing the characters from the show in it is when you watch the show, all you see is what goes on when you see them on screen, and it doesn't really give you an emphasis on them having a life when their scene's not on. You know something's going on, but you don't. Whereas in the game, like, you would talk to Tyrion, and the fact that you're talking to Tyrion and he's doing other stuff in his life makes it more, like, it just makes it wider. So it makes you believe, like, his character more, even though he's a very good actor as well, and his character's very believable.
Is he the voice in the game?
Yeah.
That's
every character that is in the game, there's Tyrion, Cersei, Daenerys. Yeah, Daenerys. There's a couple of them that are in it.
That's awesome.
They're all voiced, and they all look very similar. The only one that looks a bit strange and looks a bit too, like, his face kind of looks like big head mode on, what is it called, 007, is Jon Snow. He just looks they've detailed him too much, and his head looks a little bit too big for his body.
He's been promoted several times at Hooli.
Yeah. Big head. I love that show. Silicon Valley is a good show. Do you watch Silicon Valley?
Do you watch Halt and Catch Fire? You guys would enjoy it. It's Silicon Valley, but the more
serious and boring.
It's the Mad Men Silicon Valley.
Yeah, I don't like Mad Men.
It's great.
I haven't watched the final season.
It's mad. There's lots of men.
I loved it. Mad Men was the best.
And I'm a couple episodes into the new Silicon Valley.
I think, is that enough time for this episode of the podcast?
Man.
I believe so. We have got everything that I've even written down to talk about. Pam was here to say thanks. All right, I am Reese Winning, so
I'm listening.
Okay. And we have the witch from Banjo-Kazooie.
From what?
Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
The Muppets.
Lucas just said check us out on Facebook.
Yeah. And Twitter.
and watch
YouTube.
All the other videos on this YouTube channel.
For more good laughs.
Or if you're listening to it, go to our YouTube channel. Trusty Crowbar AU, I think. Trusty. Just Google the Trusty Crowbar podcast.
Doesn't know.
I don't know. They're too confusing. Thanks, everybody, for listening.
Yeah, thank you.
Farewell.
I'm Lucas.
I've already said it.
Well, I didn't. I just went...